Good morning. Welcome to WFMS, where we're getting the news out to you, staff, students, and all who has it better than us. Nobody. That's right. Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday. It is January 8th, and we are finishing up the first week of third quarter. I know some grades have started going in those grade books and want to make sure that we are goal setting and building off of last quarter and trying to do our very best. And want to remind B-Day students, you're synchronous. You're going to be meeting on Zoom. A-Day students, you're asynchronous. You're going to your teacher's Canvas page. Whether you're A-Day or B-Day, you're making sure you're going to your teacher's Canvas page at the prescribed time. Yeah, look at SpongeBob. I think we've all done that when your teacher walks by so that you pretend that you're working. Yeah, we need you actually working. We need to tighten it up. For students that are coming back hybrid, we also want to remind you once again that the 12th is the first day A-Day will be back, and the 13th is the first day B-Day will be back. If you're remote, you'll still stay remote. We want you to keep carrying on in that fashion. All right, take a look at today's welcoming ritual. What was the biggest challenge of this school year so far, and what can you do to make it better this new semester? Do you need to make sure you're getting up a little bit earlier? Students who are coming back hybrid, you got to get her up and get it moving a little bit faster. Maybe that's a challenge. I think that's going to be a challenge, getting back into the swing of things. So what can you do to make this semester better than the last? Take a look here. We've got some important dates. As mentioned before, A-Day hybrid students, you're going to be back to FMS for in-person classes. B-Day hybrid students, you're going to be back to FMS for in-person classes. And I just want to remind again, if you are remote, you find that on the cumulative folder under your name for second semester. So we'll need to make sure we're staying home, and hybrid students that we're coming to school starting the 12th and the 13th. Take a look at our daily schedule. Yep, it's Friday. Woo, TGIF. This is your schedule, 6th grade. We want you to go to your teacher's Canvas pages at the prescribed time. 7th grade, guess what? Yep, it's Friday. We want you to go to your teacher's Canvas page at the prescribed time. And 8th grade, here is your daily schedule. We want you to go to your teacher's Canvas pages at the prescribed time. Now, folks, we got to talk about this new asynchronous button. So on days when you're asynchronous, days you do not meet on Zoom, you are going to go to the FMS webpage and click on that green banner. We got a perfect example of it at the bottom of this slide. Click on that banner for your daily attendance. And here's a great idea. Do that in AP. Then it's done. It's boom, it's done. And then you just need to make sure you're going to your teacher's Canvas pages, Google Classrooms, making sure you're completing work. So just clicking the button doesn't get it done. That takes care of the attendance. You actually then have to go to those Canvas pages and do the work so you can get the grade, so you can learn. All right, we're gonna go over a couple of expectations for our hybrid return. I wanna talk a little bit about the playground. It will be open. It can be chilly out, so we want to make sure we have our coat, scarf, gloves, etc. Now, when you're on the playground, you're going to be able to have your mask off. You're going to have that mask off on the playground. But if your mask's off, you need to make sure you're socially distanced. What does that mean? 6 feet or more. You can have a great conversation with friends. You can run around a little bit. But what we can't do is we can't play tag. So we've got to stay away from each other. We can't have our hands on each other. Okay, and the last thing, which is kind of a little bit of a bummer, we're not able to use basketballs or kickballs or volleyballs or anything during recess. Now, we're going to come up with some ideas on what you can do other than hang. It's kind of what we do in middle schools. We can hang out. It's going to be cold, wearing our coat outside, but it'll be a nice time to get a nice bunch of fresh air after wearing our masks. So there's your playground expectations. Want to talk about bathroom expectations. The bathrooms will be open. Now, when you're in the bathroom, you need to make sure you're socially distanced while waiting. In the boys' restroom, there's 11 spots to go to the bathroom. In the girls, there's 11 stalls, or 6 stalls to go to the bathroom. So we don't want more students than there are places to go. So when you're waiting to use the restroom, we want you to do so outside of the restroom, not in the restroom. And this will help us stay socially distant. We want you to use the restroom quickly and efficiently, not hanging out, playing basketball with the paper towel, playing in the water. We want to make sure that we're staying masked in the restroom and making sure to wash our hands after using the bathroom. Not just important for COVID, but important always after we use the restroom. It's been that way forever. And lastly, students, you need to let the adults know, nearest adult, if there's any restroom needs. For example, if they're out of paper towels or if something's been knocked over. We need to make sure we're in and out of that bathroom. Efficient, effective. One more of these expectations. It's a hallway expectation. Look at that beautiful hallway. You can notice those markers. Those keep reminding us that we're 6 feet apart. So when we're traveling in a hallway, we need to make sure we are following those markers and staying on the right-hand side of the hallway. So you drive here in the United States on the right-hand side. When you're walking in the hallways, you stay on the right-hand side. And I think those markers with arrows should help. You're going to do your very best to keep distance between yourselves and other students while moving throughout the building. Now, what does that mean? It's really hard to stay 6 feet apart. But if you use common sense, if you use your brain, you can walk at a pace and not run into others and take your time, okay? There's 6 minutes in between each classes. I don't want anybody to worry about being tardy or late or detentions, etc. We just need to make sure that we're safe moving through. So don't clump up, don't hang out, all right? Number 3, we want to refrain from physical contact with each other at all times. Keeping our hands and feet to ourselves, it's a good rule. We should be quick and efficient in the hallways as well as getting in and out of our lockers. And we want to remind students that we go to our lockers when we get to school. We go to our lockers before and after lunch, and we go to lockers at the end of the day. So there's a couple of expectations, and we'll be going over these before school starts, during school, just getting the swing and hang of things and getting everybody in the know. All right, we've got a couple shout outs. We've got a shout out to Mrs. England. This is from Bryce England Mitz. Mrs. Zinnan has been an amazing teacher out this whole online learning we are doing. Assignments are just right for me, and I'm learning a lot by learning about history this way. Oh, it's Mr. Zinnan, not Mrs. Zinnan. She was yesterday. He's also a very nice guy, and I appreciate everything about his teaching methods. Mr. Zinnan, you are awesome. Thank you for everything. Nice words, Bryce. Manas says, shout out to Mrs. Shobin. My teacher gets shout out because she is always having a nice smile on her face every time when I would go to her class. She would always have something fun planned, like playing a Kahoot. She would always make someone sad, happy. So my teacher shout out goes to Mrs. Chauvin. It was a hard choice, but I did it. I still love all my teachers though. Very nice. Moving on, we've got Mrs. Shaw. This one's coming from Jamaica. I want to give a shout out to my music teacher, Shelly Shaw. She is the best. I love her. When you don't know something and you text her privately and let her know that you don't know the answer, she doesn't put you out. For example, on December 11th, I didn't understand the music symbols and she helped. She doesn't say your name in front of the whole class. Thank you, Mrs. Shaw. Very nice. We've got one for Mrs. Weekly. This one's coming from Jamaica. This is a shout out to my AP and math teacher, Mrs. Weekly. She is the best. Been late to AP, I've overslept, and she understands where I'm coming from. When I'm sleepy, she's the best to understand me, my problems and everything. So Mrs. Weekly, this is a shout out to you. You're the best teacher I have. Love you and thank you. Very nice words. And last but not least, we got a shout out from Amelia. Shout out to everyone. Thank you so much to all the staff members for helping us as best you can with school in this time. It's been hard, but with your help, it's been easier and helpful. And that's coming from Amelia to all the staff members. Thank you, Amelia, for those kind words. All right, moving on to our Scholastic Bowl question of the day. This one's vocabulary. Let's see if we've got a context clue with our photo. It's a weird photo, eating contest. All right. As a verb, it is slang to obtain vast quantities of something quickly, or to eat quantities of food quickly and messily. Give this 5-letter word that also describes both a thin and color covering worn over a woman's hair and a thick band of material worn around the neck in winter. I think I've got it. Think you know the answer? It's coming up soon. Let's take a look at our math brain teaser of the day. Can you think of this, figure out this play on words? I got it. Think about that math brain teaser of the day. And our word of the day is momentum. It's an impelling force or strength. We got a good verb or good visual there. Mitchell believed that a song's momentum should always push upward, ascending like a slope of a mountain into the unknown. Momentum. Do you have the right momentum heading into the second week of the quarter? Momentum, an impelling force. It's an important thing, having some positive momentum. All right. On this day in history, back in 1877, Crazy Horse fought his last battle. And we've got a visual, looks like a student drawn. I like it. I like the horses. And this is General Custer versus Crazy Horse. So Crazy Horse fought their last battle. All right. Got some birthdays. We want to say happy birthday to Mary Goodman. Happy birthday to Kylu Roan. Happy birthday from us to you. Happy birthday. Oh, let's move on. All right. Here is the weather forecast. Today, it looks like we're 33, Saturday 32, Sunday 30. We've regulated into some regular January temperatures. We don't have any precipitation, which is okay. It's good. It's cool, which it's supposed to in January, but not too cold. Still need to have coat on. And nothing we can do about it. Just got to deal with it. It's the weather. All right. Take a look here. Look at this majestic scene. I actually believe this is a picture. I think this is right. I think this is a picture of when Miss Womack looks out her back window. I'll have to double check with her. I think this is last year when it was snowing. This is a nice picture. She's got that falcon flying out there, flowing and flying. All right. Take a look at that Scholastic Bowl answer. Yeah, what those people were doing in that competitive eating, they were scarfing down food. Scarf, not snarf, scarf. And the math trivia answer was a box with the word think of it. You need to be able to think outside of the box. Yep. All right, let's take that moment of silence. Now let us rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, students. Oh, they're back. This makes me so very happy. I love seeing it. What do we have? Take a look. Can you spot all the animals? Of course, you see the falcon up in the left-hand corner. We've got an owl right next in the middle of the screen. We've got two beautiful swan. Oh, look at them. They're gorgeous. And we've got that little rascal of a beaver playing with a tennis ball. And that brings joy to my heart. Think about that. Marinate on that. Think about that this weekend. How the heck we could get those animal combinations on such a beautiful slide. I don't know. It looks great, and I love it, and I enjoy it. Moving on. Franklin Middle School staff and students, we want everybody to have a great day. And remember, it's all about choices. Read, write, and respond at Franklin Middle School. It's our focus.